Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's Bar Sligo.
Oh yeah, have you got a headphone? Where's my headphone?
They're on the ground.
Jesus Christ.
We're not very organised, are we?
No.
You swear now we were only starting at this sort of crack, or are we just getting pure complacent? Is that what's happening?
Well, I'd be getting pure complacent. Someone was talking to me during the week, and I can't remember who it was, about the owls, like us, what we used to sound like on this podcast. No more than Laura said one day.
Yeah.
And I think I've hit my limit.
How do you mean?
I used to start by going, oh! And when I was telling the story, it used to be full of youth and vibrance.
Have you lost it all?
I think I lost my spark.
Oh.
Did anyone out there think I had a spark in the first place? Maybe there's people go, Kendy, I've listened to you for 250 episodes.
Yeah.
I'm still not getting it.
Didn't know spark.
Yeah. And you've remained the same, Ray. As beautiful as ever. One of the most gorgeous fellas I've ever seen. It's only better looking you're getting. Is that a new t-shirt?
No. Oh, stop now.
Go away,
it's just another one of my usual 6.
No, I'm only have you made that decision now that you're just wearing the same t-shirt every day?
Well,
genuinely now, have you?
So, yeah, I suppose like the more than my socks, my t-shirts have now become the same.
And would you not get sick of yourself?
I have.
Have you already?
I have, and that's...
Was it a good idea for a while, and now you're like, oh, Jesus.
I thought it was a great idea, but unlike my socks, which I don't tend to see much, I find that now wearing the same... I think it's affecting Laura too.
Oh, yeah, she's looking at the same old yoke.
And the problem is, because I've washed these t-shirts now a few times, they have, you know the way t-shirts shrink a little bit?
Yeah.
So they've gotten a little bit shorter.
They're shrinking.
So now they're kind of hanging out over my jollar.
Yeah, okay. Nothing's growing, they're shrinking.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So, I would say the same about myself. That thing's shrinking now.
Yeah, so...
All my clothes have shrank. Every one of them.
So I'm a bit worried about maintaining having a wife. You know? Because that's...
Well, the thing I'd say is... It's a good idea in theory to go, no, I just wear this t-shirt every day, but you will you'll get bored.
I am bored.
Yeah, you will get bored though. Like even today I decided to try on a Sligo Rovers jersey just to be like, look, I'll wear a Sligo Rovers jersey, and it gave me a lift for a minute and a half.
I love it.
But that's a minute and a half that I wouldn't have been lifted on on a day like today.
Yeah, lifted out of it.
Like I call myself every day to Nicola, I say, do I look like a big fat stupid cow? You know?
Do you say that?
I do. I say, do I look like a fat, stupid hussy, Nicola? Tell me the truth. When what I wear, but you can't. You do need to have some kind of a what's the word? Like not confidence in yourself, but you do need to have a little bit of pride in what you wear and how you go about your business. How you look.
Yeah, I have to.
Now there's people watching this going, are you sure?
Yeah.
Cheers, lads, you haven't much left.
It's been on. Yeah, we're probably now. I don't know you. I'm concerned now about my levels of fitness and my levels of
Oh yeah.
How I sit in a jean.
Yeah.
You know the fact that there is no arse. it's just pockets.
Well, you can't be doing young one workouts now where you're trying to build up an arse.
I have to go back now. I'm gonna have
the
to go
arse
back
is
to
the least of your worries.
I want some glutes.
You want to get a glute?
I want to get a glute.
A pair of glutes.
Lovely pair of glutes.
You want to see the pair of glutes
now,
on your man.
I know you can get shorts that make it look like... I know women can get shorts that make it look like they have bigger glutes.
Yeah, but your women can get a lot of stuff done that makes them look like they're not looking like... I'll tell you that much for not now. And nothing against you.
Don't go down that road now,
No,
Mark.
nothing against you. But cheers, there's a lot of stuff going on now with women that doesn't make them look like I don't know what they're looking like.
Whatever spark you thought you had, it'll be gone if you keep going.
No, I know, yeah. I said I was trying to be more likable. But I'm just saying. There's a lot of...
Any help is... I keep getting...
There's a lot of plasties. A lot of plasties, Ray, out there.
Oh, what's plasty?
I got a nose plasty, and I got a cheek plasty, and I got a lip plasty, and I got an eyebrow lift plasty.
Yeah.
I got an ear plasty as well. Plasty point to rescue.
Maybe that's where I need to start. No, I'm going to have to go back to the gym.
Well, fellas get it done too.
I'm going to eat better, and I'm going to go back to the gym, and I'm going to buy... when I go back to the gym, I'm going to look better.
Yeah.
And then I'll maybe be able to fit back into some of my more colourful t-shirts.
Oh, yeah. And then
which if they sit there lying in the press.
Yeah. Waiting on you.
Waiting on me.
To go down to TNT or
I had
around.
a very traumatic moment last night.
Well, what happened? What happened to you?
I said it to Laura.
You looked at yourself in the mirror like I
No, I said to Laura, I said,
shit.
this is the story now I might tell Kendy. Now, it was probably one of the funniest jokes that she's ever made.
Well, why did you tell me that before? It doesn't matter. Go on.
Yeah.
Tell me about this. Yeah. I can't wait because I'm going to burst.
No, it's not that funny, maybe. It was a bit bad, actually.
You're panicking now.
We were lying in the bed, cuddling.
Yeah.
Do you know, a little bit of cuddling.
Cuddling that.
Just cuddling, yeah. I had my arm kind of around her.
She's unbelievable. I mean, I love fresh love.
Fresh love, yeah. We were watching some TikToks on her phone, you know.
Right.
And,
together?
Yeah.
Fuck
What,
me.
do you not watch TikToks together?
No, you get to a certain stage where you might send. I would send Nicola. A reel, even though we're right beside each other. I'd still send her one on Instagram.
She would. We had a period of time where we would send each other stuff.
Yeah.
But now she just saves them, and then that night, then it's nearly like the modern equivalent of reading a book. In bed.
Oh, you go, and then you come down then onto all the saved.
So
posts.
she says, "Oh, I have a couple of bits for you."
Right.
So then she'd fly through the few bits that she saved. It would normally be a selection of cats, some musical related, some general knowledge quiz.
Why
stuff.
cats?
Cats. Oh, she loves cats now.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were like, oh, I love funny cat videos.
Oh, and I love funny cat videos. We do share an interest in funny cat videos.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
okay.
So we were sitting.
He's sick in my hole. Sorry, no. The two of you pure in love.
Yeah.
Sick in my tits.
Anyway, we were sitting there anyway, and she got a message from a friend, right? And she happened to read the message, and I asked, how was the friend getting on? And Laura said, this is in between the TikToks. She said, how's the friend getting on? I said, she said, the friend is getting on flying. She's seeing a new fella, and he's a dote.
No.
Right? And I said, great. And then, I don't know if you heard this new thing on TikTok. It's the whole, looking for a guy in finance, 6'5", trust fund, blue eyes. They're the things that a certain lady was looking for, and all of a sudden then it became a song.
I'm looking for a man in finance with trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes.
No?
We have different TikToks.
I might put it in here.
Do you know what came up on my TikTok yesterday? Mold on the roof.
Oh yeah, how to remove it.
Yeah.
That's
Because I had a conversation with a fella outside the door who was cleaning me gutters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He came to clean the gutters. I said, there's a wee drop mold. He said, yeah, no, but it's not mold. It's because of the cavity. I said, fuck it, I don't know what that means. Anyway, I was only talking to him about it. Hadn't Googled it, hadn't done nothing.
And it came up.
Up straight away. How would you get rid of the dirty mouldy house in yourself?
The dirty mouth.
I was like, this no, it's in the other room. It's because of the gutter was getting.
I don't want to be working in an unsafe environment.
No, it's not even mold. He said it's not called mold. He said it's called something else. I said, I don't understand the word you're saying.
Okay.
I said, clean it and get out of here.
Okay. Anyway, so I was watching. There was a TikTok video of a girl going saying she wants a man in finance who has a trust fund who's 6'5".
Yeah,
that's
not picky,
awful.
no.
That's an awful size of a man.
Yeah,
and blue eyes. They're the things that you know.
Yeah.
And I says to Laura then when she mentioned that her friend was seeing someone, I said, "Is it a gentleman that is 6'5"? Does he work in finance?"
Yeah.
Laura says he actually does. Works in finance, and he is very tall, and he has blue eyes.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know anything about the trust fund. And then I said, gee, she's done well for herself. I said, do you feel like you've missed out? She said, no, she said. And then she said, as I snuggle here into your boobs.
Ray 6'5" wide. She said. It is, I mean.
Oh, so
yeah,
that was when I knew I needed to go back to the gym and do the push-ups, lots of them.
Yeah, but she won't, like, there's no point in snuggling into an old hard body, like.
Yeah,
do you know
but
what I mean?
maybe
like,
there is.
No woman buys a cushion and says, can you make that now as rock solid as possible because I want to relax?
Yeah, but certainly there's a niceness to it.
The fucking sun is after blaring through the windows. Look at the heads on us, like.
That's great.
Isn't it such a nightmare?
I look like a divine.
Sorry to anyone who's watching
apparition.
this. I can't do anything about this. We record the Tidy Box Room. Hopefully the sun goes down again now in a second because
But
if
you want to see
out.
this absolute divine inspiration of a man that is me and you, Patreon.
Look at that. Go back to me. Look at the head of me in the sun. Like, Patreon.com if you want to watch this absolute wallop. Now, come here. But that's the thing though Ray. Don't be putting yourself down to, like I said, they don't
not
want
putting myself down.
They want that really. And the other thing is as well, right? Because we put up an ick video that we had put up a big load of icks.
Oh, I got a new ick.
Someone on it said, "Oh, fellas in jerseys wearing backwards caps." I mean, our fucking logo has me in a backwards cap on it. But I've realised this, and it's been said before. I've realised this is the truth, the truest word that could ever be spoken. If a fella. Right? And it's only fellas. If a fella doesn't want to give the woman the ick, all he can do is literally just sit still and do nothing. Yeah. Because they'll find every bastard reason to come up with, oh my God, look at that disgusting fella.
But Laura,
and like we do it to ourselves enough. You think you have self-confidence issues?
I have two icks. Two icks for you.
With women?
One is mine.
These are Laura's.
So one is Laura's and one is mine.
Okay.
Laura, the last, we were again doing a bit of cuddling, bit of TikToking, in the bed. And next thing, I happened to have a small bit of indigestion, so I had to just reach around and have a little drop of Gaviscon.
Oh, and that
to which she said, That's really sexy, Ray. that's really sexy stuff there, Ray.
Yeah.
And the second one was me. I was out yesterday for a bit of driving with herself, and we spotted a gentleman cycle into his housing estate up a hill, but he had the gears down really low.
Oh, so he was struggling.
So he was cycling really fast, but moving really slowly.
Yeah,
and I said, Laura, that would be one of my icks.
Against fellas.
Against fellas. If I was into fellas, that would be something that would turn me off a fella.
Well, it's funny you said about that Gaviscon thing there, because I don't know if I ever told this or what's the best way of telling it is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The like Ali won't sleep without this, what we call a snuggle bunny.
Oh yeah, it's in the wee teddy bear.
So she physically can't fall
How do you
asleep.
think she managed? Kids all do that.
They just get attached to one thing.
And we'll have to talk about baby reindeer, but that was where baby reindeer came from. A snuggle baby reindeer.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay.
And anyway, so she won't sleep without that, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had a pillow since I was, like, I guess only a teenager, really.
Excuse me?
So not that since I was a baby. I have a Liverpool pillow.
Excuse me?
I do, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Do you want to see it?
Not really. You can describe it to us.
It's a Liverpool fucking pillow that I've had since I was...
How big is this? Is it a man-sized pillow?
No, it's only like a little cushion, like, if you know what I mean.
It's a child's pillow.
Anyway, I've had it as a cushion, and I've had it in every... Like, I've slept with it every night since I was... Only a teenager now, not since I was a baby, like, you know.
Why?
It's just been a thing that's been in my room, and now I just have it, like, you know.
And do you sleep on it?
Yeah, I sleep on it all the time, yeah. All right, shut up. So, but...
You have a teddy bear pillow.
Yeah, but then Nicola, Ali woke up a while ago, you know, like a couple of nights ago, and she couldn't find it, like, and she was crying her eyes out until she found it.
Right.
Middle of the night, like.
Yeah.
And Nicola's fast asleep.
It's very disruptive to your
she
sleep.
She doesn't remember this, by the way.
Okay.
So we both half woke up. She eventually found the snuggle and fell back asleep again.
Yeah.
And as we were falling back asleep, I said to Nicola, isn't it mad, like, how she won't fall asleep unless it's literally touching her, like, in her hand. And Nicola, who is adamant she doesn't remember saying this, just went, how's that Liverpool pillow going for you?
That's great. Both our wives are just throwing digs at us.
Yeah,
Come here,
she doesn't remember.
Do you bring the Liverpool pillow with you to places?
No.
Because I've never known that time we're in the hostel. I don't remember the bear.
No, it's not that bad. It's just I like to have it on my bed now and hold on to it when I fall asleep. Yeah, but will you ever fuck off though, Ray? Because, like, I don't have any childhood issues. All right.
That's crazy.
I'll show it to you after.
I wonder how many men out there have things like that.
I don't know. I mean,
like, you wouldn't mind women.
Probably all of them, Ray, because maybe we're sensitive characters and we get abused all the time for not being manly. I sleep with that. I hold it like that every night.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that, like, that's an ick? There's every woman
that's
in the town.
That's a feckin' teddy bear.
It's not a teddy bear.
It is an absolute... No.
It's in shit as well. So I think I got it like 2007,
it's a
maybe.
torso of a teddy bear.
Yeah, it's without a head or yeah.
It's a decapitated torso.
But like you said, it's not like I've had it since I was a baby. It's just in late recently. I think I moved away from my mammy and I wanted something that was comfortable, because you know.
How do you wash it?
Nicola will wash it. I don't want to wash it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Much like everything you own, clothes-wise.
She washed it. Every so often she'll get a buzz and she'll go, I have to wash that now. And like, but I'd rather it wasn't washed. Yeah. I used to have a pair of shorts that I wore to bed every night. They said beer on them, and Nicola would, again, I'd be like, don't wash them because just leave them alone, you know. But then she'd, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm kind of I mean, I said this before, you kind of replace your mammy and stuff, but I'm just like a big baby.
You are.
Nicola's just looking after a big baby.
And I wonder you don't bring it places.
No, because I'm not that attached to it. I just like having it, like, is all. Stop questioning everything about, what is it that you want to know what happened to me when I was a child? I'll tell you. I didn't.
Show me on the decapitated torso where you touched it. Speaking anyway of getting diddled. What about baby reindeer? I hadn't. We spoke about this in last week's episodes, our podcast. I hadn't watched it.
And have you watched it since?
I've now watched it since.
And have you watched
I've watched
Piers
all
Morgan?
7 episodes of it. I haven't watched Piers Morgan yet. But
have you not watched Piers Morgan yet?
I haven't. I've seen clips of it.
Oh, rude.
But it's
fascinating. I don't watch television. I find it hard. I've said this before, to watch television that's not real. We'll say.
Yeah.
Do you know? But when someone says, "Oh, this happened," now, I mean, there's a lot to be said for calling it a true story, because everything has to be then true. But like it appears most of it is true. We can believe. I love documentary and then shit like that where you're like, oh, that fucking happened. And then it's like a social experiment. We then got to watch the real woman for an hour straight.
I know, but it's very disturbing.
No, it's super disturbing. Like, it says a lot about us that's what we are.
And it also says a lot about, there's also another person involved in the series which I'd like to mention episode 4.
Yeah, has
which
not
was
been brought
a
out yet.
shocking experience
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me and Laura of an evening,
Yeah.
sitting on our couch, minding our own business, watching such things happen.
Oh, it's mental. Like, but that person has not been outed yet.
no, he
if you
didn't
know
do a
what I mean.
Piers Morgan thing.
No, but how could
Saying
you?
about how he came at it from the side.
Yeah, like it's fucked up.
know?
But the fact that it's a woman then
Yeah.
means, oh well, let's all go see how crazy this woman is.
No, it's not
Do you know what I
fair.
mean?
Yeah,
it's
it's not
fucking
ideal.
mental. That's if that was a fella, they would not be treated that way. Where we'd be kind of laughing at
But
them.
they're not. I mean, this is the other fella is equal. The other fella in the series is even probably more sinister.
No, way worse.
Way worse.
Way worse.
Way worse.
Because fellas have that in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there isn't a peep about them.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. And he hasn't been outed or found yet, which
No.
is a bit odd.
Yeah.
That they found this one so quickly.
She might have just put her hand up and gone, "Me."
Yeah, well, a
Me.
little bit.
I had
mean,
nothing to do with it.
I mean, it's very funny if you watch the hour-long interview of she goes from, I met him twice,
Yeah.
3 times maybe, to,
Yeah.
well, we were friends.
Yeah.
Well, I met him 10 times.
Yeah.
I never messaged him. I might have messaged him once. I was messaging him every day. Like, it's so fucked up. And I mean, I don't know how much we should be watching this. I've said this about Love Island.
You have.
I've said it about a lot of
And
things.
Keith Duffy and Boyzone. Said it about him.
I didn't say it about Keith Duffy and Boyzone. What did I say about Keith Duffy and Boyzone? He's a lovely fella. Do I think he should be going out with Bucky Boo to do the 2-piece? I don't know.
Oh, sorry, that just came into my head and I just thought of
What
something
did I
funny.
say about
no,
Keith
you didn't
Duffy
say
and
anything at
Boyzone?
all. I just wanted to lump him in with that little selection.
Don't
of
lump
people.
him in with all of these people. He's a lovely fella.
He is, yeah.
I said it about the people in Love Island and a lot of these Married at First Sight or how we going? First Sight,
90 Day
Married Cousin.
Fiancé.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're watching them at home eating crisps, drinking Coke Zero, and they are not mentally capable.
No.
Okay, they're the kind of
They're
people
being
that
taken advantage of.
they're definitely being taken advantage of. And I fear that is all that media is now. And I'm culpable of it, but we're all part of it because I watched Fiona Harvey do an hour-long interview with Piers Morgan to get inside her head.
Yeah.
And she's clearly not mentally
Where did you watch
stable.
that now?
I watched it on the internet. You can
Is
watch
it
the
on
whole
the
thing.
internet?
It's on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah, the whole thing.
They released it. It's funny. Things like that used to be on RTE of a Saturday night, and that'd be it.
Yeah.
There'd be no scene unless you'd taped it.
Well, Patrick Keelty's not going to be interviewing her.
Yeah,
that's
true.
for sure.
Okay, fair enough.
So Piers, but that's the thing. Don't we? That's what the more, and I've seen it. The most famous TikTokers, the ones that are popping up on my feed, are ones that are not mentally capable, I think, of managing their own lives.
No.
But we eat
Kanye
popcorn.
West was the book I was thinking of.
Kanye West.
I got confused between him
So-
and Keith Duffy. I just, in my head, I was
They're
thinking,
the same.
Yeah,
They look very similar as well.
Keith would be an Irish version of Kanye.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of. If he was on the beds a bit, I mean, like, I'm just- but he's definitely not an Irish version of Kanye West, by the way. Because the thing about Kanye West is, and this is why America is hilarious, right? So they followed him and called him a genius.
Yeah.
Years and years they called him a genius, right? And then when they found out that he was clearly not mentally unwell, right? He goes and does interviews where he says Hitler wasn't half wrong, and then we go, "What? Oh my God, Kanye, that's a disgrace."
Yeah.
He's not. You shouldn't have been following him anyway. He's not the kind of people to be following.
Have you heard much about Hailey Bailey?
Don't know what that is.
Good, neither did I. I seen something about it though. Apparently, she dressed up in a very floral gown for the Met Gala, which was obviously they all called it the Hunger Games, because like it's so removed from what else going on in the rest of the world.
They are like. Do you think
But,
they know anything about what our lives are?
She'd come out with some sound. She re-quoted "Let Them Eat Cake," which is something a French queen, Marie Antoinette.
Right.
Marie Antoinette said back in the day when everybody was starving.
Yeah.
And now the whole of America is up in arms saying, "No, that's it. We're living paycheck to paycheck. Let's block all these celebrities."
Oh,
who have
I've
all the
seen
money."
this celebrity block thing. Yeah. I mean, it is funny that
We haven't lost any followers yet.
we we definitely have.
I'm just sad that we're not involved.
Yeah, no, but it is funny that look, we choose to follow these lives.
Yeah.
You know, we just follow people's lives
The Rock
now.
and the Kardashians.
Yeah,
and
but
whatnot.
like, and again, each to their own. Some of the lives that I see being followed in their millions, I'd be like, I haven't a clue what is interesting about this person that people are following.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
And again, that's why I fucking find it hard to have attachments to these things. But if people are going out blocking, I presume Kim Kardashian and
That's
all
right.
these.
It's an odd thing. I don't think Kim would be too pushed. Do you know if I blocked Kim now this evening?
Well, that's the thing. You
Like-
you need 2 billion people to block. Like, do you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it's making much difference to her at all. People are still going to try and have her arse.
Yeah,
Me
and
included.
if everybody blocked Kim, would that be a case that some people would she'd go in and search for someone, No results found.
Sorry, hang
Is
on a
that
minute.
how it works? Yeah.
They're blocking her.
That's what I'm told.
Do you think that if I go on and block Kim, she's going to search Mark Kendy on TikTok and go,
No, she won't if you block her.
Yeah, but that's
if
what I'm
the
saying. What
whole
difference does that make
world
to her?
blocks Kim,
she can't search for anything.
then she'd have a very lonesome Instagram. She'd have
Yeah.
nothing coming up in her feed.
But is that the
Only
plan?
the mother and the sisters.
Is that the plan? Is that what the plan is, though, for these people that are like block celebrities? Did this all stem from the Met Gala?
Yes.
And I presume it's something to do with Palestine, that none of them would talk
Well, they
about
were all,
Palestine.
they're all just going, how can you be all dressed up like this, going to a party, drinking pints, after what's happening abroad in Palestine?
I know, and I mean, I said the same thing about the same answer applies to like Irish government, any government.
Yeah.
You can't expect them to. There's no such thing as empathy when it comes to these people.
No.
Because again, I've said it. How would anyone like Simon Harris or Holly Warchine or anyone have any empathy for any of us? Because they don't know what it's like to go through that. Some of them do. Some of them do, but some of them don't.
Yeah.
You know, Kim Kardashian. Why would she give a shit when she's living her best life with millions and millions? She has no empathy for what happens.
I'm
across
sure
the world.
she's sitting there going, I'll weather this, it'll be grand.
And also, as well, I don't know what we expect people like that to do. We're putting them on too high of a pedestal.
Yeah.
What do we expect them to do when it comes to that kind of thing?
It's a bit of crack.
Ring the Prime Minister of Israel and go, please stop bombing the
But
world.
Kim could do that. In fairness, Kim kind of has the power.
Does
You know,
she?
She's a bitch.
To
Didn't she
ring the world leaders and tell them, stop now. Stop that now.
Stop now.
Please now, stop
now,
now.
Letty.
You know? That's not, we're holding them on
Stop
too
the
high.
bombing there
We're
now.
holding them on too high of a pedestal.
Yeah.
It's there's higher powers that we should be going towards, and not these flutes that are, look at the head and me in the fucking sun. Anyway, not these flutes that are walking around. You know what I mean?
I have a question for you.
Go on.
Very separate to what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Again, it's linked to the TikTok because I did see this video. A lady reporter was going around asking individuals on the street
Yeah.
a situation. If your house was burning down,
Gee, will you
Right.
stop bringing me this shit every week?
right? I just enjoy it. It's good crack.
Your house is on fire, and you're going to say two things:
Okay.
your wife, your mother-in-law, your dog, or $20 million.
This is such a load of shit, Ray, that you're bringing me
Your
here
wife, Nicola, is in the house. Your mother-in-law, Catherine,
now. Okay.
she's here.
Yeah.
Right, so she's staying with Nicola. Ali's away over in Luigi's house, so don't worry
Lovely,
about
okay.
it. Yeah, so it's Nicola and Catherine are in the house. Then you've got a dog all of a sudden. I shouldn't have used that. Your pillow. Your pillow's there, right? And $20 million. 20 million euro. Right?
How far across the world could I get before people realised
So you have
what I'm after doing
so
with
you have
20
to-
million?
You have to pick. Yeah, you have to pick.
It's just, I'm trying to figure out, do I want to be crying like in the Bahamas? Or should I go to the Caribbean? Or...
Yourself and your pillow. Well,
myself and me pillow.
the gentleman that I watched the video of in the TikTok, he was very, very funny because he first of all went,
Is it mine or is it my wife's or my mom? Who does it belong to?
Yours.
It's my own. I will save 20 million.
who owns the 20 million? It's my 20 million.
So did I have it already?
I'm going to take my 20 million. And then he also said,
And then the $700 under my bed. So I'll take the 20 and my 700. Because I can't leave the 700 to burn now. I drive Uber on the weekend for like 6 months straight to save that money. I can't let it burn.
so he wanted to take that as well.
Yeah.
And what about, I also want to take
My passport. Because because if you burn your passport, they will say, are you from this country? All those things. So I'm taking the 20 million and my passport.
because it's hard to get places without your passport.
I think Thailand.
Yeah.
I think if you go
And-
to Thailand
or
with
maybe
20
my
million,
birth cert.
yeah, I think if I end up going to Thailand with 20 million, I'd find another
Would you?
mother-in-law.
That's what he said.
With 20 million, you can you can have a wife in every jurisdiction.
Find another mother-in-law just as quick.
If you had 20 million euros.
Sorry now, Catherine, a younger mother-in-law even. I could get a mother-in-law in her 30s.
You could.
Oh, shit.
No!
I'm a diddler.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that. Anyone say that.
He's a diddler.
I'm not a diddler, Ray.
Once a diddler, always a diddler.
I never was a diddler. Stop calling me a diddler.
Yeah, so 30-year-old mother-in-law, that makes your new wife somewhere in the region of 15. But look, if you're abroad that side of the country, the world,
We're getting shut down. No, stop saying that there's cultural things where that's okay. It's not okay. You dirty pervert.
I'm not saying it's
You're
okay.
saying it's okay.
I'm
Maybe
not
you
saying
should go
it's
to
okay.
Thailand.
No.
You dirty rat, good for that pervert.
So anyway, you're, what would you take out of the burning house? Would it be?
How many bags have I?
So you can only bring 2 out of the 4 items.
Yeah, but can I bring suitcases?
No.
Where am I
No.
going to fit the 20 million then?
It's in a handy. It's in a check.
It's in a
banker's draft.
Better not be
It's
a
in a
bouncy out
postal
check.
order.
Ray, that what I'm getting at is I'm trying to figure out how to get 20 million out of the house.
All right. Okay. Okay. You'd be able to carry it like. That's the thing though. So you've only got 2 hands. You're going to carry the suitcase full of the money. We say it is a suitcase.
Yeah.
Right, full of money. What are you going to put in the other hand? Now you can either take Catherine or
I'm going to
Nicola.
put 2 fingers like that, sticking them up. Good luck now.
Do you not want the pillow?
What?
You don't want the pillow?
Oh, I can bring 2 things then.
Yeah, you can bring 2 things.
All right, okay. I carry the pillow.
Yeah, so the pillow, the money,
Yeah.
and essentially Catherine and Nicola
Yeah.
burn in with the house.
I mean, it is what it is, Ray. You dragged it out to me like. Come here. We were at a stag at the weekend.
I was wondering why you mentioned it.
Right? Okay, so me and you were at a stag on the Saturday. Shawnee B, who you'll all know, he ran across
Good friend
Ireland
of
for
the
MS.
podcast.
Fair play to him, a good friend of the podcast. We love him very much. He brought all of his friends together from different walks of life.
All the different walks of
And
life.
put us all together sitting outside the Riverside Hotel, drinking Guinness in
Yeah.
24-degree heat
Yeah.
on Saturday. Right. Now,
How much do you want to get into this now?
Why?
I'd like to talk about the circumstances of the day.
what does that mean?
I want to talk about the way things changed.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that in a
Okay,
minute, Ray.
good.
If I could speak just for one podcast, please.
Absolutely, yeah.
You're
fire away.
always taking all the airways.
Yeah.
No, what I want to get at is I noticed something that happened throughout the day, and there's no insult to anyone or anything like that. But so he brought all of his friends together, and
Mm-hmm.
he was delighted to be telling all of his friends about other friends that they didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, I can only imagine he was saying to all of his Westmead friends.
Yeah.
Mark and Ray now are great musicians, and they're you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
right.
what he would have been saying.
Sure,
you see,
yeah.
You see Ray over there,
Yeah.
savage musician.
And
you want to see him.
Sean Riley there, he plays Nathan Carty.
Yeah, he plays with Carty and the boys.
Yeah.
That's what he would have been saying. So, but he was then doing the same thing to us. And it afterwards, I was thinking, my favorite thing about Irish people is everybody has a claim to fame, and they're all equal when told in social circumstances. Hear me out, okay?
Okay.
So he was explaining some of his friends with the same vigor across the board. So he said to me, "See your man over there.
Yeah.
He hurled for Tip,
Right.
won an All Ireland minor."
Yeah.
He played senior football for Tip, unbelievable athlete, and he played Aussie rules under 20 for Ireland.
Was that Tony?
Right, Tony?
Well, okay.
Right.
I didn't know any of this.
And then he would have said, "See your man there, he's an unbelievable athlete as well. He ran across Ireland with me, unbelievable fella,
Yeah.
serious boy to go, right?"
He
And
was
then
a
would-
goalkeeper as well.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. He would have said, "See your man over there, he did it." And then he came to another fella and he said, "See your man there, he jived 2 women at once." And I was like, but he was dead right, by the way.
yeah. He's very proud of them all, I'm sure.
No, seriously. He was dead right. I had the same reaction as well, going, "You're joking." Like, would he actually?
Yeah.
And Shawnee said there was women queuing up at a wedding a couple of weeks ago, my fiance Lorraine included, just queuing up to jive
To be
with him.
part of this threesome.
Yeah. So what I love about that is that I think there's probably more women after your man. You know, like we all thought that football and sports stars, they're the boys that get all the beers.
Yeah.
This fella who can jive 2 women at once is being talked about like he won an All Ireland.
Yeah.
And there's women queuing up to meet him.
Was that the Billy fella?
Yeah.
Was it?
Why did you say the fucking name? Because I can't remember now and you're putting me under pressure.
Maybe you can't remember. That's okay.
He's
I'm just
some
trying
boy,
to guess who
but
it is.
I
Out of all
love-
of them men, I'd say it was Billy.
I love the fact that with the same, like I said, the same figure behind it, that fella can jive 2 women at once. I mean, what a talent that is to have.
Well,
you know?
I tell you one that doesn't have the talent of jiving, and that is Shawnee himself.
Why, that man can't dance.
The man can't dance. Now, Shawnee B, good friend of the podcast,
Yeah.
he was at my sister's 30th, long time back there in COVID, many years
Not
ago.
that long ago. She's not that old, Ray.
Years
Jesus
ago,
Christ.
yeah. Anyway, at one point of the night, there was a song played, a jive type song,
Yeah.
and my mother invited him for a dance.
Oh, and your mother can jive, man. She can
yeah.
jive 2 boys at one time.
Yeah, Shawnee said to himself, I can do this. She made a show of him.
Yeah.
Absolute show of him.
He not able first.
And he has now invited my mother to the afters of the wedding so that he can have a rematch. But after watching him at the stag in Maeve's bar,
won't work.
It won't work. He hasn't learned anything.
The man
He's
had-
as useless as he always was.
He had 2 left feet, that fella.
Yep.
But
Wanna get a couple
can
of
you
lessons?
jive?
Can I? No, I can't. No.
Can you jive, Brendan? Yeah. Can you? See,
Need to go to social dancing.
yeah. See, there is those classes out now, and I
Yeah.
just see it popping up on my TikTok of the stuff. But back in the day, our parents would have had to learn a jive and a quick step and a waltz, you know?
Yeah.
And now we just go out and fucking do
I was
well,
watching,
not us, but people
watching
go
lads at Mayo Day
Yeah.
doing the jiving, and
Yeah.
just even the movements and the way their feet was moving and
Yeah.
the whole lot. And
Oh, there's some
there's a
confidence
bit
in
of work
it.
to it, like.
Like when your man hits the floor and jives 2 women at once, He must feel like he's just
he's the king of the world.
top of the world.
Yeah.
I would love that feeling.
Yeah.
Should we
Would
go
we-
to
would we go
well,
to
we went to
driving
salsa classes, by the way.
We
and-
have to get that video.
Yeah,
done.
we have to get a video out. Me and Ray went to salsa classes.
Yeah.
Danced with 2 8-foot tall women. With just the most perfect everything about them. Like, everything about them was so intimidatingly perfect.
Yeah.
And us two useless shits got up. But, I mean,
We got it.
not really, though, Ray.
We did. I was
not great.
very salsa at the end of it all.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some of the footage back. I don't think so.
Let the people decide now.
Do you think it was sickening for them to go, Jesus, we have to do this with them for a half an hour?
I'd
This
say
is
it was
awful."
sickening for them to do it for a half an hour and then wait 2 months for the video to come out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's definitely the truth. Can I
Yeah.
say another thing as well is that us as Irish boys, unless you're jiving, I think that there would be a certain amount of the Irish population, fella-wise, that heard if you were doing salsa dancing, they might say something along the lines of, oh, what a homosexual thing to do.
It's good wondering how you get around that.
Do you know-
only one word comes to
Well,
mind.
I mean, they'd probably call you something else, like.
Yeah, they would,
but,
yeah.
you know, if the
Yeah.
nice way of saying it is, oh, that homosexual
But
activity.
it's fine for fellas to go jiving, but maybe not as fine to go salsa dancing.
And I'll tell you one thing, nothing to do with Irish women are beautiful as well.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't find it as homosexual as you think, lads, if you ended up dancing with the women that me and Ray danced with that
Yep,
day.
and it's
they
even
are
more-
absolutely beautiful.
It's even more disconcerting when your wife is doing the videoing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was,
was
I found myself in a weird place
Yeah,
there.
I have a very hormonal pregnant wife right now, and I'm so glad she did not see me dancing with that. When that video comes out, Ray, I mean, I'm going to have an argument, like, for sure. Like,
Is that why it's been delayed?
oh, Dad, can
Sorry,
we do
Tony.
it?
Sorry.
Yeah, can we do it after we have the baby? Because she's fucking hormonal now. But it's true though, because someone said this, like, you know, like martial arts are considered very manly.
Yes.
Nothing against them now.
Junkie
but
jiu-jitsu.
If you did junkie jiu-jitsu
Or due diligence. the
rolling
other one.
around with fellas trying to grab their arses and their necks and
true.
their legs and everything, and then you're going, what a manly thing to do. Salsa dancing with some of the most beautiful women in the world. Oh,
Yeah.
that is a homosexual activity.
It's true.
Isn't it funny too?
Men
The-
are straight. But now,
Men are strange.
Let's get back.
Straight and strange.
Let's get back to the stag.
Go on.
Because it's the perfect.
Because I started shifting a fella, and someone was like, "Oh, look at the two boys, okay." I was like, "Oh, that's gay, you know." But rolling around and trying to get a black belt, that's not. But I can't go into the toilet with a fella. All of a sudden, Mark's homosexual as well.
That didn't happen.
Do you know?
Right. So the stag, anyway, was on Saturday, right? And now I just want to talk about this for a moment, because I feel very strongly about it, and it goes to what you're saying there, right?
Does it though? You're going to insult someone.
I'm not going to insult anybody. I'm going to say my piece.
Okay, go on. You say your piece. I'm not going to react if this is really insulting.
Okay, fine. We might be cutting this bit out. No, so I was very much looking forward to the stag because there was a typical stag protocol was to be implemented, right?
Where's the pitch and post?
An activity was to be done, and the activity was chosen
I'm with
as
you.
pitch and putt.
I'm with you.
Bertie Big Balls out the road. That's
Bertie
where we
Big
were
Boots.
going.
Yeah.
Right? Bertie's pitch and putt out the road. We were going. The idea was that we would meet at the hotel, the Riverside, at 12:30.
We had a golfer's breakfast and everything, myself and Derek.
I'll be honest with
Ready
you.
to go.
I
kiss it
had
out.
a sombrero picked out, and I was going to wear it to try and protect myself from the beaming sun.
Yeah.
And also look mildly humorous at the time.
Well-
I wanted to add to the crack of the stag by wearing a sombrero. I
Yeah.
brought 3 other sombreros for other lads in the stag.
Yeah, who wants to have similar
who
crack.
wanted to have similar crack. Look at us all there
look,
dressed
we're-
as
we're
Mexican
bad.
pitch and putters.
Yeah.
It was going to be tremendous,
Yeah.
right? I was told to be down there for 12:30. Went down there for 12:30. It started well.
Yeah.
A few of the boys were sitting down. There was pints being had. I thinking, oh, this is going to be lively.
They had landed
now.
at the hotel and checked in and just gone, right, we'll
Yeah.
check in and then we'll go out for pitch and puttings.
Yeah, but we'll sit first and drink a pint or two.
Yeah.
We all sat down, and the kingpin of this stag arrangement was Shawnee B's brother, Alan.
Yeah, lovely fella.
Alan is a lovely fella.
Great fella.
He is the older of the 2 brothers.
Yeah.
So he would be, I suppose, Shawnee would be looking to him for guidance.
He's El Capitano.
He's El Capitano, pater familias, all that sort of stuff. Shawnee is influenced by this gentleman.
Yeah.
And you can tell all the way down, I'm sure, through life.
Yeah.
The older brother, Alan, he made the decisions.
Yeah.
At the table, he said, fuck it, we just cancelled the pitch and putt.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
I didn't know that's what happened.
That's what happened.
I'm ripping now as well, by the
And
way.
then, Tipperary All-Star hurler, Aussie Rules, Tony, beside him
Yeah.
going, I think you're right. Shawnee then interjected and said, hold on a second now. would it not be a bit of crack to go playing the pitch and putt? At which point I was nearly in tears, thinking, oh my God, are you telling me that the pitch and putt's cancelled?
Ray, myself and Derek were having a champions breakfast like we were about to go out and play the Masters. He made
Absolutely.
fluffy pancakes from scratch. 2 of us were togged out.
Yeah.
I had caddies organised.
Yes, you had
and then we
them.
were waiting away. And then all of a sudden we get a text in saying, hang on
And
now.
that was Alan then made the decision on his own with Tony.
on his
right?
own with Tony.
By himself with Tony's help.
Yeah.
Right? He made the decision, fuck it, we'll just sit here and drink pints.
And then we couldn't go playing pitch and putt.
And then nobody
I
else.
wanted to break a course record, man. I was feeling it. I was stretched out.
Sean Riley tried to object.
Did
Because
he?
I landed back to the house with the car and the sombreros with the big red face and me saying,
The
"There's
sombreros
no pitch and
between
putt."
your legs, yeah.
And I said, there's no pitch and putt, Sean. Sean was devastated. Because
Livid.
Sean had never done pitch and putt before and he was looking forward to it.
He had never swung a club.
He had never broken his pitch and putt cherry.
No.
Right.
Popped his pitch and putt cherry. Broken his
sounds a
pitch
bit-
and putt hymen.
Yeah. Anyway, so Sean Riley said, "No, come on now, let's stand up to Alan, who was obviously coming from the Midlands,
Yeah, I wouldn't
from an
recommend this.
army lifestyle."
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend stand up to him. I
Right?
said, oh, great
See,
idea.
Sean
Alan.
hadn't met Alan at this point.
Yeah. I said, I've just never wanted to pitch him. I've never played golf before.
Alan's in the defence
I go drink
forces.
10 pints.
He drives a big motorbike.
He does.
He's a family man, plays football.
He's what you call a manly man.
He is what you call a very stereotypical Irish manly man.
The manliest of men.
The manliest of men
Yeah.
was leading this stag. And
Yeah.
as far as he was concerned, the only job we were going to do for the day was drink pints.
Drink pints.
And
yeah.
sit and chat.
Yeah.
Nothing else was going to be covered.
Yeah.
Right?
No paintballing. No pitching putting.
No pitch and putt.
There wasn't
Not
a
even
go-kart in sight.
Not even a drop of clay pigeon shooting.
There wasn't a clay pigeon shoot.
No,
Ray. We didn't
even play a game of five-a-side.
No.
Sean Riley said, ring Shawnee B there now and say, come on now, we're going pitch and putt. And the few of us will go out.
Yeah.
Give the option.
Yeah.
Shawnee B shut it down straight away. Because the big brother had said no.
No.
He didn't want to rock the boat.
But you don't know what it's like having a big brother, though.
No, I don't. I can't say I do, but I open my eyes now on Saturday.
If Joey or Ray said to me, Mark, I think you should move to Australia, leave your I'd go, well, if you say that, then I better
That's
just do
the
it
thing
then.
I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, you don't know what, you're the oldest and you have no brother.
I'm the eldest and I have nobody above me. All
Yeah.
I had was just a school full of bullies.
It's hard It's hard to explain the power of a big brother,
yeah,
especially when you're young, though.
Is it the
isn't
same with you now and the two older brothers?
Or like if Joey said to me, like, oh, we're not going to do that, I'd say, well, Joey's decided we're not going to do that. then.
Okay.
Because there's a hierarchy.
Yeah, because I
involved.
didn't get this.
You
I was
wouldn't get
watching
that
this
at all.
happen and I was going, how is this going? Shawnee is the stag.
Yeah, no,
His-
that's
his word
Brendan,
is
you're
final.
not the oldest, are you? No, isn't it the same with you? No. Oh, it is the same. You're
No,
such a
no,
prick.
no.
It is the same. No, it is. The older brother will always be the older brother.
So I wonder
always.
how many families, Irish families, is that the case where the older brother just says, "Nah, we're not doing that."
Like if I meet Ray or Joey now, like they'll still be. I start giving me the nuggies.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
they won't. No, they definitely won't.
So that's what happened, and we sat there then, and we drank pints all day.
Yeah, me and Derek then finished our breakfast.
Yeah, you
and
didn't. He didn't join us till 4 or 5 o'clock.
No, I joined you at 2:45 because then I had to go. Okay, well then I better go home and get ready because we're out like.
Okay, fair enough.
So I drove home, got myself ready, had 3 showers, and then
put on the black sock.
I put on the Ralph Lauren shirt.
You
I
did,
never
you
get
looked
to wear it.
very
I said,
trendy now.
"Woo, let's go for it." Now I will say this, Ray, and not to be bigging up something that we should be bigging up because they pay us. Hashtag this is a sponsored thing by Maeve's.
Hashtag ad.
But when the sun was shining in the brand new Queen Maeve Square,
Yeah,
and the
very
crack
nice.
outside Maeve's and the snug, in fairness.
Yeah, if you're looking to go on a holiday,
Oh my God, Ray, we had the best evening.
Go to Maeve
I was
Square.
sitting there in shorts and a lovely shirt,
Yeah.
sitting outside drinking espresso martinis.
Yeah.
That's what turned on me, by the way. I went home about 11:30, 12:15.
what do you mean it turned on
Well,
you?
I drank about 9 pints of Guinness and then I followed it up then in Maeve's with 2 delicious espresso martinis. And then I realised my bowels were saying, this isn't going to last all night now, Mark. You can't be
No.
throwing espresso martinis, coffee and on top of a load of Guinness.
Yeah.
You'll paint the place.
Paint.
So I was like, I better go home now before this turns sour. But sitting outside there for the evening, what an unbelievable spot to be sitting
It's great
outside.
when Ireland
Queen
has a
Maeve
bit of-
Square.
Bit of sunshine.
Don't be giving out about the car parking spaces. Oh, I'd give out about
Yeah,
them
you'd
too.
miss them.
You would miss the car
doesn't
parking
matter.
spaces.
People are still parking.
But yeah, people do just drive in there.
Yeah,
by
they
the way.
just drive in there.
But how unbelievable of an outdoor spot is that for Sligo to
It's
have?
great. We town square,
Fucking unbelievable. It's like Air Square, but
but without the air.
it's like Air Square, but without the hippies playing drums.
That's going to come, I'm saying.
It better not. Can I tell you this?
What's wrong with hippies playing drums?
If you're a hippie out there now who goes, oh, is that a new square
How
that
would
I
you
can...
define a hippie?
The smell?
So, okay, what kind of smell? As in, they haven't showered in a few days because they're conserving water to save the planet.
Just different is all.
They just
right?
smell
But you're
different.
allowed to smell whatever way you want.
You
No,
certainly are.
what I'll say is, I brought Ali and Nicola and my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
We all went to Lougheed Forest Park
Oh, when did this happen?
on Friday.
Lovely.
Well, really, we were going to Longford. Can I tell you something about Longford as well, by the way? Oh, my God. My head's going 90. So we went to Longford. I come back to Lougheed Forest Park in the hippies.
You'll have to because he's on the way home.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So we were going to Longford because Sligo Hospital, we're supposed to have our 20-week scan where you find out what kind of baby you're having.
Congratulations.
Male or
Is
female.
it yours?
It is mine. We found out it was mine.
Great.
They did, which is just, I mean, it's touch and go there
Touch
for a
and
long
go.
time.
You wouldn't know.
You fall into it feeling the nettles.
Yeah.
Sure, do you know. But anyway, no, Nicola's an angel. And so we went to Sligo rang us and said, we haven't time to be looking after you for your next scan. We're
great.
up to our eyes, we have no staff.
There's
which
just
is
a
what
lot
they
of
said.
babies.
They've just no staff. They
Oh,
said, we've no
okay.
staff, can't be looking after it in Sligo General.
Right.
So they have no sonographers or whatever they're called, the people who look at scans.
Yes.
And they said they'll definitely see you a lot quicker if you go to the private clinic in Longford.
It's like the NCT.
Yeah, and we'd pay for it. Yeah, go down. Yeah.
Go to a different garage.
Anyway, what happened is it turned out that we got our original scan that they were going to do for us in Sligo. It was earlier than the one we got in Longford, but it was too late. We'd already booked the Longford one.
Okay, so off you went to
Anyway,
Longford.
off we went to Longford to the private place.
Yeah.
And landed into
it nice?
Longford. Big old traffic. I was like, why is there so much traffic in Longford? There was a funeral.
Yes.
A horse-drawn carriage, massive funeral being dragged through Longford town.
Jesus.
I went in and found out the marvellous news in the clinic that we were having another girl. Okay?
Congratulations. That was a really weird segue from the... I thought you were going to tell us what the funeral was.
Come back to us, Ray.
But so you're having... Sorry.
I got the best news of my life. Oh, I'm having another girl. Brilliant. Everything's all good. Even
Yeah.
better than that. They went through everything. Your baby is working perfectly fine. Everything's going the way it is. Yeah. So past the NCT.
Yeah.
And we were just delighted. We were like, lovely.
Yeah,
I didn't think that day could be topped.
Oh.
I walked out while said funeral had passed and some of the funeral goers were still hanging around.
Yeah.
And I saw Big Joe Joyce sitting on a wall.
What?
Saw Big Joe Joyce sitting on a wall in Longford. I have been watching Big Joe Joyce videos
And for everybody who doesn't
15
know
years.
Big Joe Joyce, just a quick
Just
recap
Google
there.
it. Just Google
Google
Big
it.
Joe.
I am the real boss, Joe Joyce. Never bet in me life, never will be bet. I'll fight till I'm 75 years of age. Any man is in Ireland, England, no matter where he is. I am the boss of all men.
What's one of his favourite sayings?
That he used to steep his hands in petrol.
Right.
And that was his secret now. He
Okay.
wouldn't be telling everyone that, even though he was telling a documentary
Yeah.
crew that
What
that
would
was
he-
his
how
secret.
what would that help with? Oh, just hardening them
Because
up.
it hardened up his knuckles.
Okay.
Another one of his big things was that I think he said he stayed away from his woman's arse for 6 weeks before a fight.
Because
That helps with to have you ready. You can't be losing that kind of testosterone.
Okay.
So he'd stay away from the woman's arse.
right.
I had to stay away from me woman's arse for 4 weeks. Couldn't have sex with me woman. Over you. I trained for 4 weeks. You give the news back, you went in the bath and you wouldn't fight me. I have a big old beer belly you giving me now. But
This guy's a poet now, Ray.
Yeah, yeah.
Real poet.
Yeah.
12. I mean, I've watched the documentary Knuckle that he's in.
Yeah.
I have watched all of his videos where he sings
So
and
you're a
drinks Guinness.
fan?
Huge fan.
So did you go over to him?
I didn't. I got starstruck.
What?
Couldn't go near him. Also, I was afraid of my life. But I saw him sitting on a wall and I was like, Nicola, this is the best day of my life. She was like, because we just found out. I was like, no, that's Big Joe. That's Big Joe
It would have
Joyce.
been great if you got a photo with him, you, Nicola, and Big Joe, and the baby.
I would have loved that.
You know,
but
the-
I couldn't believe after all this time. Like I said, if I saw Josie Biden or anyone, I'd be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But I got starstruck by Big Joe.
That's nice.
Couldn't believe it.
Yeah. We were talking about that actually. Starstruck, I think we're hopefully going to meet Russell Crowe now in a couple of weeks.
Oh, because he does gig with Lorraine
He
O'Reilly.
just gigged with Lorraine O'Reilly. He's
Yeah.
playing up in one of the theatres up in Dublin.
Gladiators. Wasn't he on that with the wolf and all them boys?
No.
Wasn't he?
No.
That's a fella.
No, it's not. Different show.
Oh.
But he was, so he's playing with Lorraine O'Reilly up in the Gaiety, I think it is.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to see him.
Oh, savage.
And her. And the hope now is that we get to meet him after.
That'd be
which I
unreal.
presume Lorraine has everybody lined up to meet him.
Oh, he
So,
loved that as well. That
yeah.
she'll bring all the Irish
Yeah.
people. Oh yeah,
There's 100 people to meet him.
oh you're us. Hey, crack. What are you drinking?
But the more than Big Joe Joyce, I was asked this. Laura asked me. She said, "Do you think you'd be starstruck?" I said, "I will be."
Would you? Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Again, like it's
Do you
weird.
know,
I
like-
wouldn't have the same. I mean, obviously, it'd be brilliant to meet Russell Crowe, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be starstruck meeting a Hollywood actor.
Would
I
you
just
not?
wouldn't.
But
no.
you were with Big Joe Joyce.
No, they have to mean something to me.
And he means something to
Big
you.
Joe's like a father figure to
Does
me, Ray.
Big Joe know this to you? Does Big Joe know this?
No, I don't.
Do you follow
No.
Big Joe on Instagram?
I don't think Big Joe knows
an
what
Instagram.
Instagram. Nah, the thing is, he's well aware that his videos are out there. Like he's no fool. Like
Okay.
he knows like that people are watching him.
Yeah.
He drinks Guinness out in his shed, and he punches a punching bag and sings "Feels of Anthony Right."
Lovely.
And I mean,
Funny the heroes that you take.
I just don't think content gets much better than that, Ray. If I'm being honest,
Yeah.
I think that's the pinnacle of.
Congratulations on another daughter.
Oh, sorry, I was
Obviously,
gonna say, I'd beat Big Joe.
the Lord has bequeathed you now with another reason not
yeah.
to have said all the things you said before you had the daughters.
Surrounded by bitches, Ray.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Blessed
sorry.
amongst
Yeah, no,
women.
obviously that's brilliant and all. Do you know
Yeah.
what? Wonderful. But hippies.
The smell of them.
Then not the smell of them. I only said that as a joke.
Is there
Stop.
anything else you can define it?
No, what happened was I then went back to Lockheed because we had left Ali with her mother-in-law Catherine, or with my mother-in-law Catherine in Lockheed Forest Park to enjoy the sunshine.
Yes.
We landed back there. People are enjoying their lives, sitting outside Lockheed, enjoying everything.
It's a beautiful spot.
Two hippies landed out with conga bonga drums
Right.
and just started walloping them. Mm-hmm. With no regard for the fact that no one wanted to listen to it. Like,
Okay.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But your buskers are the same. You'll see buskers about town, and
Yeah.
sometimes you just don't want to hear them.
but the thing about buskers in town is, and I get this too sometimes, if you're
Transitory.
working, yeah, like, but if you're working in a shop, I'd be kind of like, geez, I didn't really ask for this fella's play, and if he's good or bad.
But there's a book down in Ballina that has a big stereo system that's battery powered. It must have 6 car batteries linked up to it. Because we'd be sitting up in the office, in the government
can hear
buildings in
him.
Ballina, and you
Yeah.
can hear him down Dunstores.
Yeah.
And he's singing to backing tracks. He's sitting on the stool singing to backing tracks.
Yeah.
And it's deeply upsetting.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get that too. I know that we play music and stuff, but I would be inclined to go, as long as you're not upsetting anyone's day, like,
Did you go over
for
to the
your own.
hippies and tell them to shut the
No,
shut
but
it
the
up,
thing
stop
is as
about
well,
it?
the other thing is as well, and I don't care what anyone says, the thing with a busker would be like if he's playing guitar and singing, at least there's a bit of something to it.
Yeah.
These people are just hammering conga drums
I'm sorry now.
for an hour.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of going, that takes some neck to go, that's good weather. Do you want to go out and wreck everyone's head in Lockheed Forest Park? Yeah, let's do that.
Do you think there's a chance that these two said conga players will hear this?
Oh, I mean, I doubt it. I don't think they use phones.
Because
But,
last week we talked about a stolen mic stand.
Yeah.
And the band got in touch, Boxing Banjo got in touch.
Yeah.
They provided the 8 fivers that we requested in ransom money.
Yeah.
And we are now to arrange a date to meet them.
yeah, and we will meet them,
We
flash
will
the
meet
lights.
them, yeah.
Can I also say as well, when I was telling the story last week where I finally came out about my criminal history and my past
Oh, the skateboard.
with stealing skateboards, I had a feeling, I didn't know, I knew that the guy who I thought it was, I knew that he had previously been a listener of the podcast. I
Yes.
did not know that when it was released on Thursday that he's waiting in the car to listen
He
to
was
it straight away.
Driving and took a photo of his radio
Yeah.
as he went, oh my God, that was you.
So this is a public apology and also a request to not press charges
Yeah.
to one Seamus Stenson,
Wow.
who back then was an older boy, and if he had found out, would have kicked the shit out
And
of
he said
me.
in his message as well that he had done that skateboard up to the 9s.
Yeah, he did.
And never knew where it went. And I have a week now to ruminate on this.
We're
situation.
digging the garden up.
I cannot figure out how he didn't spot you tipping around the town with the skateboard.
No, I would have hit it. Like, it would have only been a Castle Park skateboard.
Oh, so you never would have taken it down the town
Yeah,
no
because
more?
I was well aware of what I was
Oh,
doing.
you knew it was stolen.
That's what I mean. I was telling myself in my head, no, Mark.
Yeah. Did you feel guilty? Did you feel now?
Of course I felt guilty. It took me fucking 15 years to come out with it on a
Yeah.
podcast, and finally...
Nothing worse than getting caught doing something.
No. No, I didn't get caught.
Yeah.
I've held it in all this time.
Well,
like.
admitting. Yeah, I suppose
So
you
I
didn't
finally
get caught.
admitted it. And I
Yeah.
don't know what the... what's that thing where it passes by a certain amount of time and then it doesn't matter
Oh,
anymore?
the statute of limitations.
Yeah, I don't know what the statute of limitations is on
On
this.
skateboards, it
But
says short enough.
we have a forensic team who are digging up the garden for Seamus to try and get
Very
some
good.
closure. Any other crack though, Ray, besides
That's
before we
it.
hit
No,
the
I've
diff?
absolutely nothing.
That's all the crack.
Yeah.
Thanks a million to everyone who watched us look like we were in heaven
Yeah.
on fucking Patreon. That's patreon.com/Kendy Raybo podcast if you want to watch the videos of the episodes.
Thank you to our sponsors as well, Maeve's Bar. And
Yup.
also the Garavogue. Throw them in there. 'cause
Throw
we're
them
doing
into
well.
hell as well.
And Brendan has one small thing to say. No, we're not going to talk about the Eurovision.
The Eurovision. I mean, it was some shit show. Can I just say, Bambi Tug? I'll finish on this. Bambi Tug. Anyone who's out there giving out about Bambi Tug, will you just go out and do something else? She was brilliant.
She was very good.
Sorry, they were brilliant. This is the other thing I'll say. I'm very aware that they want to be called they them.
They, yeah.
I mean, it's very hard for me to do that. I mean, I'll try my
Just
best.
not used to it.
Yeah, I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
I thought Bambi Tug was savage. I thought the song was unreal,
Yeah.
by the way. And anyone who's like, oh, that's satanic. Well, I mean, Ozzy Osbourne bit the fucking head off a bat back in
Right.
the 70s,
That was
80s.
fairly satanic.
Yeah, will you ever just relax and let people express? For God's sake.
I was so confident that she was going to win.
Yeah.
That I put €20 on a 16-1 bet in Boyle Sports. I haven't set foot in a betting shop.
Ray's never
Probably
even bet
ever.
on sport or nothing.
Never.
Yeah.
I walked in past all the lads I see in Fiddlers all the time, all the lads that be betting.
Yeah.
And I walked straight past them, up to the lady, and like, can I please have
20 on Bambi.
on Bambi, yeah.
And she said, what time was she running? 20 past 1? Or
Yeah.
Bambi, I don't see Bambi talk. It's a punches town.
And I mean, from an even sporting perspective, I was then watching her performance, and I was watching the voting as it was running away from her.
Yeah.
There's one other item there about betting.
Go on.
The pitch and putt money that we had contributed, €10 each, went to Tony. Tony took the €10 from everybody, and he placed a bet, a thing called an accumulator. Have you ever heard of an accumulator?
Yeah, it's where you pitch a load of
So
different
there's
bets
4
together.
games that he said that Munster was going to win something, and Cork was going to beat someone, and Arsenal was going to beat someone else.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. Everton, I think, were in there too. And an evening, 3 out of the 4 games had been won.
Oh, wow.
And we were nearly there. So we were going to win €30 each a man. This is the big moment in the stag now.
That's shite money back. But anyway, come on.
But anyway, because between like 10 fellas. But anyway, we lost. It's the 4th game lost. But they didn't tell Shawnee that.
Yeah.
They handed him the slip
They sent
and
him
said,
in.
Shawnee B, go in there. You're after winning the bet. And in he went to Boyle Sports to collect his winnings, only to
Yeah.
be told, sorry,
Yeah.
you're not a winner.
They literally tried everything to ruin his day, really.
Yeah,
They-
they taped a cup to his hand.
Yeah, they put 40 different hats, all typical stag stuff.
Stag stuff.
Got him a what you call it, midget stripper.
No.
Yeah, he was rotten.
No,
Oh,
Alan
he
was very straight on that. He said, absolutely not.
No midget
midgets
strippers.
don't know. He doesn't enjoy midgets.
He never said that, right? That is
No,
the weirdest.
he might have
statement.
said never. I don't enjoy midget. The things that put the handcuff you.
Yeah,
to.
no, that's terrible. And the other
Yeah.
thing I'd say as well is, for anyone out there who's getting strippers for your stag parties, please don't invite me. There is nothing more awkward than a load of fellas sitting around in a circle watching a woman. That is
Yeah.
so
Unless
weird.
it's an older stripper over the age of 80.
Or unless it's just me and her, and like we're like maybe moving in together and leaving. Well, that's whatever.
And I have to say over the age of 80 because I said a younger age earlier in last week's episode. I cut it out of the audio podcast.
Did you?
But you didn't cut it out of the Patreon.
You never told me.
And certain fans made it quite clear that they didn't enjoy being lumped in with that particular age group.
Oh,
So-
did you say over like 40 or
I
something?
said
you
that-
have to realise you're almost
I'm-
over 40, Ray.
Yeah, over 50 I said, and I shouldn't have said over 50.
Ray, well, actually, I think you're disgusting. I think the best looking women in this country are in that age bracket.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You think they're rotten?
No,
you said
I would think that anyone, and even people over the age of 80 are beautiful, beautiful women.
that's dusty as hell, Ray. That's rotten. I'm not
The
going
only
back.
reason we're so confident in this is because we don't know that many people over 80.
No,
which
I
is
mean,
sad too.
and hopefully they can't hear us. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the
and even
thing.
if they
Yeah,
do, we do know
yeah.
them. Hopefully, can neither see it nor hear it.
Anyway, that's enough waffle to end this week's show. Thanks to Brendan for flicking the keys clean off himself.
Yeah.
And
What
Ray,
episode was it?
it was 244.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh my
Okay.
God, what does it matter? What does it matter? Like,
I just watched.
just in case people are like, well, I didn't enjoy that because they didn't tell me what
what
episode it was.
episode that was.
What a waste of time that was for an hour. I was an hour listening to them talk shite, just waiting for them to say the fucking
Yeah,
thing.
I have no idea where that falls now. If they don't see it on the screen, they won't know where they are.
I'll tell you what, Ray, we worry about different things, me and you,
We
all
do
the time.
indeed, yeah.
Fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's Cozy Front Lounge.